With the title race getting more interesting, the top four wide open, and could Tottenham be heading for the championship? This is the Arsenal Corner, brought to you by King J's Creative Mindset, the podcast, and you're welcome. And which other better place to start than the Tottenham Stadium, as the Arsenal defeated Tottenham yet again, our annual 6 points, defeated Tottenham by 1-4. It was a very, very memorable game for the Arsenal. Another world Eberechi Eze day. It was immaculate, brilliant performance by the Arsenal. The only dent in the performance was Gyökeres making a silly mistake yet again. Apart from that, Arsenal were in cruise control. The first half, Arsenal took the lead. Brilliant goal by Eberechi Eze, and 24 seconds later, a mistake by Gyökeres let Kolomwani score his first Premier League goal of the season so far. The second half, it took Arsenal 37 seconds for our block clerk Gyökeres to score his 9th goal of the season. A very brilliant performance by Gyökeres. Brilliant goal by Gyökeres, scoring from outside the box 18. So far, so good in the Premier League. Gyökeres has scored the most goals in 2026. Let that sink in your head. Let that sink in your head. And as the game was going smoothly and interestingly, Eberechi Eze added a second to make it his brace. This man enjoys to throw Tottenham. Tottenham, why did you go and inquire for Eberechi Eze? He's hating on you. Eberechi is hating on Tottenham. Brilliant performance by Eze, scoring a brace. And to cap it all up, Gyökeres scored a brace also, the second goal, at the 94th minute or so, crowning Arsenal's performance, our annual 6 points from Tottenham. Brilliant performance by the Arsenal. And a quick one, as Arsenal is vying for the first Premier League title in 22 years, is Tottenham heading for the championship? Could Tottenham be relegated this season? Could Tottenham be relegated this season? That's a food of thought. And leave your comment in the comment section if you feel Tottenham will survive this relegation battle this season. Last season they narrowly escaped, and this season they are back there for the relegation battle. Leave your comment in the comment section if you feel Tottenham will survive in this relegation battle, or you think they will be dragged into the relegation battle. That is, next place to go is Chelsea. For the second time in a row, Chelsea has dropped points from a winning position. Chelsea were winning Burnley by a long goal, courtesy of João Pedro. João Pedro has been in good form so far, so good since joining Chelsea. 10 goals, brilliant performance by João Pedro. I actually like him. He's this half 9, half 10 kind of profile, and he's really doing well for Chelsea so far, so good. But Kopama, I don't know what is wrong with Kopama. He's not finding his form of late. He's struggling, and he missed so many opportunities to seal the game for Tottenham. And in the second half, when we thought Chelsea had this game in the scuff of the neck, they considered the red card. I have to say, the Chelsea's disciplinary record this season has been terrible. Chelsea has received the most red card in the Premier League so far, so good this season. A red card for Fofana gave Burnley an advantage, and they considered a 93-minute equalizer. It was a very, very sad scene at Stamford Bridge. The players were casted. I feel pity for the Chelsea players. They are really playing for the badge. I have to give them the maximum respect. I'm moving to the City ground, where Liverpool stole 3 points from Nottingham Forest. It was a very, very lackluster performance from Liverpool. Throughout the first half to the second half, Liverpool were lost in this game. And I was is this the same club that spent so much money to recruit so much top players that were suffering at the hands of Nottingham Forest? It was a pity that Nottingham Forest did not take that chance. Also, Oxenodoi missing a very clear chance in the first half. It was a pity, and it was sad. I have to say, Liverpool did score a goal at the latter stage of the game, which was shot off. A goal from McAllister was Jota has used his hand to place the ball in the back of the net. And when we thought it was a draw for Pereira's first match as a Nottingham Forest coach, voila, Guess who scored again? McAllister to the rescue, and he scored a very very beautiful goal, and that goal was able to give Liverpool the lead, and they saw out the victory, and they earned 3 valuable points. This point pushes them in their claim for top four, the top four race. And we end today's video at the Etihad, as Manchester City were able to come out with 3 valuable points against Newcastle. It was a very very dogged performance by Manchester City, putting up a champion performance against a stubborn Newcastle. This is what places Guardiola above other coaches in the Premier League, able to win both beautiful and dirty. You understand? And it was a very good performance by City. Goes from O'Reilly. This boy is becoming something else. Guardiola has unlocked another gem in the Man City academy. And when we thought City were going to go into cruise control, Lewis Hall came up with a very very brilliant equalizer, only for City to have another goal courtesy of O'Reilly again. O'Reilly with the brace. Brilliant performance by O'Reilly, and that was able to see off any other threats from Newcastle. Newcastle did come into the game at the latter stage, but Man City were able to put up a very strong performance to hold on to their lead and gain a valuable point, going closer to Arsenal, the current leaders of the Premier League. It promises to be a very very entertaining and loving battle for the title race this season. And that's all for the Arsenal Corner. This is the Arsenal Corner, brought to you by King J's Creative Mindset, the podcast. Manchester United do have a game today, and we're looking forward to their performance. So at this junction, I say peace and have a lovely day.